Salutations everyone, and welcome to What Mattered, the show where I tell you what mattered in the news this week. Disney has announced they're making another movie based off of one of their attractions in Disneyland. This time, the Tower of Terror. They already did Pirates of the Caribbean, the Haunted Mansion, Tomorrowland, and now the Tower of Terror. I'm still waiting, personally, for a Waiting in Line for Your Churro movie, because that would be epic and something that I can really sympathize with. Anyway, a game came out this week called Halo 5 Guardians. Maybe you've heard of it. It's a console seller, it's a Halo game, it's kind of a big deal. A lot of things to talk about, the multiplayer, PvP, the war zone, the campaign, the story there. Lots of people with lots of opinions are out there. I myself haven't delved into the entirety of the game yet. There is a lot to experience, but I did upload a video about my multiplayer thoughts a couple of days ago, so you can go ahead and check out that video. But the time that I've had with the game so far has been fantastic. A lot of good changes, and it's Halo. You can't go wrong with Halo. Supergirl finally had its premiere this week to a 12.4 million viewers or something. Just blew everything else pretty much out of the water as far as, this season of television goes. It was pretty highly anticipated. We had that trailer a long time ago, then it got picked up, and the pilot got leaked shortly after there. I myself waited until it actually came out to finally see it so I can give my full impressions on it. You may have remembered a video I did when they had that little teaser about the show and my thoughts that were mostly negative about that trailer and all the decisions that they decided to make. But I gave the show pilot a shot. Now it is just the pilot, so there's going to be pacing issues because they want us CBS, this is our idea, this is everything that we're going to want to try to do, and please pick us up. So there's going to be pilot issues there, and it's still bad. It's still bad. It's exactly how the trailer had it out to be. Very, very on the nose, heavy-handed, most putting a lens on it that you possibly can. We get it. She's a girl. They are just pushing this way too much. It is so heavy-handed. Oh, finally a girl superhero, something my daughter can look up to. It's wow. Do you really put that in the script? You really put that in the... Wow, that is stupid. It was very, very obvious that they didn't say Superman's name. They didn't say Superman. They called him the blue guy, the guy in blue, the other dude, your cousin. They're trying to, keep men out of this as much as they can, especially when someone's as powerful as Superman exists in this universe. That was dumb. You should call him Superman. That's what people would call Superman in the universe where Superman exists. They wouldn't just say, oh yeah, the other guy. No, they would call him fucking Superman. Come on. A lot of the character choices made absolutely no sense. Some of the acting was kind of poor. Callista Flockhart, ugh. That character, so cliche. They're trying to push forward this feminist thing. It's a girl and she's a superhero. That's a big deal, apparently. We get it. She's a girl. It's not a secret. Every 4 seconds they have to talk about, ooh, girls, power. I'm not the target audience. This show is towards little girls and a broad, G-rated audience, really. But that's not to say that, this couldn't have been done better. A lot of the choices that they made were bad. A lot of the CG was terrible. Really weird dialogue, really heavy-handed message. The character development of Kara made no sense that all of a sudden she's having this crisis about what to do with her life. It's she's been living here for 15 plus years, get on with it. The Hank Henshaw thing made no sense. You trank her just to tell her stop being you. That stuff was so dumb. With the knowledge that people had that they shouldn't have had. And as far as this being a feminist TV show, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. This doesn't seem empowering to women whatsoever. It's actually a little degrading if you ask me. They treat Kara like she's a 16-year-old. They don't treat her like an adult. They don't treat her like a woman. They treat her like a little girl, and she like can't become Supergirl with like all the help of all of these other people. That doesn't seem very empowering to me. Past the pilot, maybe there's some growing pains that they can go through, but it is not promising whatsoever. Any of the characters, the storylines that they're going through, the writing is terrible. But I've been reading articles about, the Supergirl pilot and what people thought, people that apparently are the target audience because they really enjoyed it. And there was this one article on Forbes talking about finally a show for people that grew up an entire generation without female superheroes. It's like, what? Oh, women, they can't read? They can't read, they have to get their female empowerment through shitty television shows. Female heroes have existed since heroes have existed, and they keep making more of them every year, and a lot of them are really good. You don't need to watch television to get a female superhero, and spoiler alert, there have been plenty of female superheroes on television over the years. Plenty of them, and I'm not talking, the old Wonder Woman TV show. I'm talking about this fracking generation. So, to talk about a good-looking female superhero TV show, Netflix's Jessica Jones got an amazing trailer. That's going to be coming out in just a couple of weeks, and it looks good. Really, really good. That shit looks dark. Like, you thought, like, Daredevil was, like, dark? No, this is dark. We're gonna see Luke Cage, because so he's, future husband's coming like right out of the gate. That's cool to see. We know he's getting his own series, next year. So that's cool to see. They're starting off with the Purple Man, which is the absolute integral villain to her entire backstory and her as a character. How has she developed and why she is at this stage that she is, as opposed to when she was who she was. I'm not trying to give too many spoilers, but you comic book readers out there know the importance of the Purple Man, and that's nice that they're not throwing out any that's garbage. We had Kingpin in the first season of Daredevil, and we're getting the Purple Man in the first season of Jessica Jones, and I think that's good. It looks really dark. It looks really, really true to the character, trying to get into the psychological things and aspects of her past and that development, and it looks really good. You don't need Supergirl to look up to for a female role model with power. You have Jessica Jones, and that has good writing, it looks like. So yeah, we don't need Supergirl, we have Jessica Jones. Thank you very much. So the Xbox One UI update is coming sooner than many people anticipated. November 12th, we get the new UI, which comes, of course, with the backwards compatibility for many 360 titles that so many people have been excited for. We don't know if the list will be expanded by the 12th. They said that there was going to be more by release, but they really haven't announced too many outside of when they first announced the small list of 360 titles. But still a promising thing. A lot of people in the preview program have had mixed results with it. I do expect some issues with a number of things, but it should end up, working out the kinks in the long run and get more backwards compatibility. That would be fantastic, especially if it was for Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. PlayStation had a lot of news for us in Paris, including the release date for the new Street Fighter game that will be coming out February 16th on PC and PS4. They also announced Dalsim is coming back, and there will be 6 additional characters within the first year of the game. So pretty standard stuff. Finally have a release date, Street Fighter, PS4 exclusive, so good on those guys. And yeah, it should be pretty awesome. We also got to see a lot of more trailers and announcements, some new Battlefront footage with Leia and Han and Palpatine. We got to see some more Battleborn stuff, and that Battleborn beta will be coming out on the PS4 before any other console. We also got to see other newer games like Rigs. We got to see more information about No Man's Sky, as well as a new game called Detroit from the makers of Two Souls and Heavy Rain, and that looks like that can be pretty good based off of the tech demo that we saw a couple of years ago with this Kara android, and that could be pretty good. A lot of people are a little jaded about the whole android thing, but I think it definitely has an interesting story. Not the most original groundbreaking thing ever, but as far as video game narratives go, I definitely like the direction that this way seems like it's going. It's a PS4 exclusive, of course. and it looks like it definitely could be really good. Graphics look amazing. It was captured in engine. And yeah, it definitely has promise. Anywho, Blowfish, that is what mattered this week. If you'd like to know what matters in the future, you're gonna hit the subscribe button. One of these comes out every single Saturday. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section below about any of the stories that I mentioned this week, and we'll see you guys next time.